Okay, so dipstick's right here. You can just unscrew it, you wipe it completely clean. You push it back in, but don't screw it to test your oil level. So then
oil level, okay.
This is where you're checking your oil level, so you can see. I mean, it's
where's
hot right now.
Where's it supposed
you
to
can't
be?
read it unless you wipe it, and it's hot right now.
Gotcha.
But it should be within where the little X's are there.
Okay,
so anything in there.
Yeah.
I just had it into the shop when I went to go pick up the paperwork. They're like, "Oh, we did a tune-up, but we didn't do an oil change." So they did the oil change for me
cool.
yesterday.
All right.
So like I said, I did dump it once, so there are some little scuff marks and stuff. This is actually just like a bumper, basically, and it just came off in the midst of the
So is there one on the other side like that?
There is, yeah. And those are replaceable. They
Gotcha.
run about like $25 online.
For a bumper?
Or
One of those?
to do it on both sides, yeah.
Gotcha.
They come in sets of 2.
All right.
Okay, so let's see. You have a storage compartment where I keep my glasses for riding with.
All right.
Right in here. But you can also keep your GPS or whatever else you needed to in there.
Nice.
And that's the same as your ignition key to open and close that, and also under the seat. So let's go through, battery. So it has a brand new battery as of like maybe 2 months ago now.
Okay. How often do I have to replace the battery?
This one, like I said, I mean, I've had the bike over a year, and I did it just because we had such a nasty winter. I didn't want any hassle with it.
Interesting. Okay.
So I did it on my car too. I mean, just because like over the winter.
So it's just a safety
exactly.
concern. Okay, cool.
So a few things to show you. So to start it, you want your key in the ignition, just like a car, and you got to turn it all the way to the right. And your headlights are right here. So that's off, which is just a running light, and then that's on.
So
and then if you're passing, you actually press it all the way down, and that gives you brights to let people know you're passing.
Oh, interesting. What do you mean
passing? So it even says passing on there. If you're like going around somebody and you want to let them know, pay attention to me behind you.
So what do I press?
That's all the way down.
It's all the way down.
Brights,
okay, cool. And this is.
That's regular. You don't ever have off on.
These are headlights. So these are basically your high beams or something.
Right, exactly. So it's right here. So your running lights are here, and then your headlight is right there.
Gotcha. And this is just your headlight?
That's just your headlight, yeah. So
and
just
this,
off
what's that do?
and on. And then if you press all the way down, that's passing.
Okay, so this and this is pretty much the same then, right?
No, take a look from the front. So when it's off, and then, there you go, and then passing.
What about this?
I don't know, I think that's your turn signal. Well, let's see when it's running. I think that might make a difference. So another thing to show you, this is your cut switch. So to kill the engine, you have to just click that to the left, but in order to start it, it has to be clicked to the right.
Interesting.
So you'll see like the no, and then the like yes.
Yeah.
Also, in order to start it, you cannot start it with the kickstand down. That's a safety precaution.
Good to know.
In order to start it, you need, I recommend both hands on your brakes, but you need your right one or it won't start. And then this is your ignition button. So you hold your brake down and then ignition. And that's it. And then it does have a little bit of a pull.
Okay.
So that's just its idle speed is just a little bit of a pull to it.
That's
actually ideal. There you go, there's the headlight. So it doesn't come on unless it's actually on.
Where? Oh, gotcha. What is this thing?
I think that's just your turn signal.
No,
I don't know.
This is turn signal, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know then. And then, let's see what else to show you. When it's been sitting, when it's especially like it hasn't been run overnight or whatever, it will give you a little bit of a pain in the butt to start it.
Okay.
A little trick to that is same thing to start it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to maybe do it a few times. If you just give it a tiny bit of gas, then you get the gas moving through the carburetor, and that's what as you're pressing the button down, you just kind of give it a little like that, but it has to be obviously engaged on. So you would just give it just a little gas as you're pressing the button.
Yeah. I gotta get the feel of that.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky at
I gotta
first.
get the feel of that.
When the weather's really cold, it'll be more of a pain in the ass. And if your gas is the same thing, and that's just a carburetor system, it's what it does.
So if your gas is really low, what happens?
If your gas is really low, like if you're almost out of gas, it's also a little bit harder to start because again, it's a carburetor system, not a fuel injection system. So it just, I mean, it runs obviously better if it's got more than like a drop of gas in there.
True.
And then your horn.
Have you ever ran it dry? Well, that's a loud horn.
No, I never have, because you will fall off if it runs out of gas completely.
Oh, really?
Because it's forward motion that keeps you sitting upright.
Yeah.
You know, so if you completely run out of gas, you're just gonna be like, well, obviously we
Is it gonna
stop.
stop suddenly, or is
No,
it's gonna go? It's gonna roll. It's just roll. Yeah. Okay, cool.
But no, I never have. Let's see. So. Yeah, that's pretty much most of it.
Okay, awesome.
It does have a kickstart as well.
And this is a...
That's the key to get into here.
To get into here. Okay, so that's locked. Okay, gotcha. And they use the same thing. All right.
So there are a couple little scuffs on it, scrapes on it, but nothing real serious. I did just do a little bit of touch up on the paint on a couple spots, but it's not, like I said, not bad. You can see. Totally broke my heart loose. Oh, that's just waxed. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, the body's in pretty good shape.
This is the only thing that's like.
Yeah, I would plan on replacing. So. Let's see. Oh, the other thing I had done recently.
Make much of a difference to me.
When they did my tune-up and everything, I think they like a seal on one of the gaskets or whatever came loose. So it was leaking gear oil. So I just put it in my mom's van, drove it back over there. I'm like, I didn't realize it was gear oil. I thought it was regular oil. Like, something's leaking. So they actually flushed your gear oil system and refilled it to where exactly is where it's supposed to be and put the new. So it's got brand new gear oil and brand new engine
There you
oil.
go. Awesome.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
I feel very safe.
Yeah, so that's kind of nice.
Okay.
I can't think of anything
is that everything I should know before I touch
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you can adjust the idle. So if you wanted to not.
Okay, what did you mean
much,
by the idle again?
Idle. So when you're just sitting and it's running.
This is the one that moves. Okay.
But remember, it's always trying to pull. So you always want to have your hands on the brakes unless you're trying to start moving. You never want to start it unless you're like sitting on it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
gotcha. Because
saying?
it moves
It'll
forward.
just pull away from you.
I can get it so I had it. Awesome. All right.
So this is for my record still, but I can just show you my renewal fee for the registration would have been $41 if I renewed it for
Gotcha.
For the plate.
And you got an M license? You don't got an M license, right?
I would prefer not to answer that.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But
you never got pulled over or anything.
No, it's just for the plate. This would be for $41 to renew the plate.
Yeah.
Then this one was my initial registration for the plate, and this one says it was. It doesn't say anything useful at all. Oh, $136. When I went to the currency exchange to do all the titling and registration was $136.
Okay.
So that's just so you have a basic idea of what the expenses are going to be.
Good to know.
Oh yeah, that's the same because I transferred it to me. But your title number, I don't know if that stays the same or not. But your VIN number and everything are on here.
Okay,
so
cool.
this is
VIN
still...
number is vehicle identification number.
Yeah, exactly. So you probably want this
got
anyway.
Got the authentic coffee stain on it.
I know. I'm so sorry.
No. Whenever I've seen these, it's always got some kind of stain on it.
Yeah, it just does. It sits in the car, coffee
things.
spills, or it sits underneath.
So you're supposed to keep the certificate of the title and thing in the car?
So what I'm gonna do? It's not so just to avoid any more frustration for you or for me or for anything, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to write the VIN number down real quick. I'm going to just request a new title, but I'm going to have them mail it to you. So you have my word. I'm going to do this as soon as I get home tonight. I'll send you whatever confirmation email.
You don't have to. I mean, you can just, what do you call it?
It's just not worth, like, honestly, I'm just going to keep being crazy about this and, like, unpacking boxes and going, maybe I put it in there. This is what I get for letting it. God knows what got thrown away.
It was easier for you then? You know what I mean? Okay, gotcha.